Alright folks, welcome back. Been a little while since I posted a video. Not for lack of fishing. I've actually been doing a fair amount of fishing. I just haven't been doing much filming. I've been doing a lot of fishing with my daughter, and I've just enjoyed, fishing with her and not filming. So I've been doing a fair amount of fishing, mostly bass fishing, but as you can tell by the title of the thumbnail, this is my first time pike fishing this season, and we're actually on the tail end of the evening. I'm actually getting ready to get out of here. I'm just doing a quick intro to the video. I didn't do one when I started, but tied into a couple nice pike. It was kind of a weird one, kind of a weird start, but you guys will see that as I go. I'm hoping to get another video or two up in the next week or so. Hoping to get another pike video and maybe a bass video. My daughter and I had a heck of a day catching largemouth on weedless topwater frogs. We did very well, but didn't do any filming, so I may try to get a video of that if I can get there before we get too cool here. But we're gonna get right in the video, and we'll pick up where I started a couple hours ago. Oh, there's a fish, there's a fish. Oh, nice smallmouth, nice smallmouth. Off the pike lure. Nice smallmouth. Nice smallmouth. A really nice smallmouth. He's a decent one. He is fighting like a champ. Come on, buddy. Nice smallmouth. First fish of the day. Nice smallmouth. First fish of the day. Nice healthy smallmouth. That's definitely a chunky one. Came off this, I wouldn't say brush pile, it's more of a tree, but that's a nice sturdy smallmouth. I will catch them all day long. So we're going to put this up just for a second, and we're going to try to hit that with a top water over there. I've had a bunch of hits today, but I just can't connect. I don't know if they've been smaller fish. I know I did miss one good one. I saw the back half of it. It was a good sized pike, but didn't really get good contact. So we're coming in to one of my favorite coves on this body of water. This little cove in front of me here is nearly a 100% hookup ratio on a big fish. It's pretty rare. Yep, right there. Dang it, dude. Well, just as I was saying, this cove is almost 100% hookup ratio on decent fish, and that was a decent fish right there. I'm trying a single hook on the back. And that may be why I'm missing some of these fish. I've missed a lot of fish today. That was good contact. I've missed a couple of the good contacts. If I miss another fish in this cove especially, I'm going back to treble hooks. But getting back to what I was saying, this is generally speaking a near 100% hookup on a good fish. The fish love to hang out in this little cove here. There's a little bit of a feeder stream that comes in here, and the fish are just always hanging right in the middle of this place or hanging on the edges. I hook up with at least one good fish in here. I'm hoping that weren't the one and only. Usually I get them in a little further. But if I miss one more fish that I confirm is a good pike, I'm swapping back over to treble hooks. I've had other days with treble hooks where they've done the same thing, but I've just missed too many fish this afternoon for me to want to keep throwing this. So if I miss one more, I'm going to trebles. Not to be negative, but watch that be the only pike up in here. Just as I'm talking, saying how productive this spot is. Watch that be the only pike. Yup. Dang it, dude. I missed another one. Dang it, dude. That one just like went right... I felt a little bump, and then I saw the fish swirl. I don't know if that fish had it or not. Certainly not as good as that last one. I'm not calling that an actual hit. That felt more like a bump. I don't know how they're not getting them. I'm using the same treble up here. Nice big, that's actually a spinnerbait hook on the back. That's a size 5 spinnerbait hook. Should be good enough to hook these fish. I just don't feel like I'm getting a good hook up on him. Oh my word, dude.
Is a pike?
Giant pike. Giant. Did you hear that thing?
I did. I heard a big thud.
I just missed a giant.
Sorry.
So I just missed that pike right in front of the kayak, folks. The only thing I can think of is they're just not getting that back hook. I usually run a treble hook, and I've missed 4 confirmed pike, that being the biggest. I've confirmed 3 other ones, 3 or 4 other hits that I assumed were pike. So I swapped from that color scheme to this chartreuse color scheme, and I'm back to a treble hook for the back. This is a size 4, I believe. Same size, same length, same blades, same weight, just different color, and that back treble. And honestly, it's hard to tell if I had even a good hook setability on that fish. I mean, I felt some weight, but I just haven't been able to hook up this evening, which is really strange. Usually, I mean, I'm batting at least 75%, and I haven't caught 1 pike. I've missed 4 confirmed ones. Only thing I can think of is that hook. Maybe they're just short hitting. I'm not really sure, but that last pike was a giant. That was a big one. Came completely out of the water, but we're gonna try this color scheme. I almost went back to the brown, but I just wanted to swap it up. Maybe they're just short hitting the brown. Maybe they'll hit this one a little different. I don't know, but I'm just trying something a little different to see if we can connect on one of these pike. So I gave that pike about 20 minutes. I'm going through that same area, different spinner, going back to a treble hook. I just don't think I was getting a good hook with the single hook there. So we're going through the same area, and I'm gonna see if we can get that pike with this pattern. That was a good sized pike. That pike was pushing 20. I'd love to actually tie into that thing. Once in a while you can fool these big pike, but oftentimes if they get a hint of something they know is fake, they won't hit again. But I've had decent luck in the past, you know, coming back and hitting them with something different, especially where that fish didn't actually get hooked. This is right where it was. Maybe another half a cast length or so. Well, either that fish isn't interested or that fish took off, one or the other. Oh, there it is, there it is, there it is. There it is. Got him. That's got to be the same fish. It was only probably 20 feet off. That treble hook. That's a nice one. He's going backwards right to where I missed it the first time. I do have some weeds I got to keep this fish out of. And I got to keep him out of my pedal drive. Oh yeah, that's a nice pike. That's a nice pike. That's the same fish for sure. That's the same fish for sure. Oh, that's a nice pike. Oh, that's a big one. That's a big one. Big one. Big one. Big one. Big one. Big one. Giant. Oh yeah, giant. 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 It appears, oh, that's a giant. That's a giant right there. All right, I'm gonna try to get this fish in. Oh, that's a nice fish. Nice pike. Nice pike. Oh, that's a nice one. That is a giant. That's a giant. Oh, that's a giant. That's a giant. That is a giant pike, folks. I'm afraid this fish is going to destroy my net if I get him in. In the net. In the net. In the net. Giant pike. Giant pike. Giant. He's gonna go right through my net. He's gonna go right through my net. Good thing is it's unhooked. I can't even get I could barely lift that fish in the net. This is a giant fish, folks. I'm gonna try to get my hook out of the way, which... Come on, buddy. Let's not make this any more difficult than it has to be. Oh my God, this is a freak, guys. This is a giant, giant pike. All right, hook's out. This is going to be real quick, folks. I may actually even end up losing this fish. Jeez, that's my biggest pike ever, folks. That is a giant. Quick still frame, we're gonna get it back. All right, we're gonna try to get this fish back nice and easy. Had a pretty easy fight. Oh, this fish is already kicking. This thing's a whale, folks. That fish is off, folks. I was gonna try to revive him in the net, but it took off fine. I'm almost 100% confident that was the fish I missed about 20 minutes ago. It was in the exact same area. It just hit 20, 30 feet away from where it initially hit. That's quite possibly my biggest. I don't weigh them or measure them when I'm in the kayak. It's just too hard. So I go on like a rough guess. But all right, so this is what that pike hit off of. Exact same size, same blade, same weight, just different color scheme and a treble on the back. This is only a size 4 treble. This is, I think, a 2X or 3X strong. I gave that fish about 20 minutes and came back with this different pattern, and that fish hit about 20 feet closer to shore. And I'm almost 100% positive it's the same fish. It was in the same area. It hit just as strong as the first time. I highly doubt that was a different fish. All right, folks, we are getting ready to wrap up. Not a bad day pike fishing, not the best day pike fishing. It was definitely a weird one. I'm not sure if using that single spinnerbait hook is the reason I was missing them earlier. It's really hard to say because I missed a few with the treble hooks after I caught that big one. So it's hard to say if these fish, you know, just really weren't in feed mode earlier and they were in more like curiosity mode, just bumping it and tapping it. It's really hard to say. But either way, glad I caught that pike. I think that's my biggest pike ever, open water. Again, it's very hard to know for sure because I don't weigh them and measure them, but I'm pretty confident that was the biggest pike I ever caught. That was an absolute stud. But we're gonna wrap it up there. Like I said, I'm gonna try to get another video or two, but unfortunately we have quite a bit of rain coming this weekend. We have the tail end of a hurricane that's coming up the East Coast, so we're gonna get pretty much drowned this weekend. So I don't anticipate getting out this weekend at all, so it'll be this time next week before I get out again. But we're gonna sign off there, folks. If you're still watching, thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys on the next one.